Hello, friends! Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and I'm here with my friend Rena to talk about a couple graphic novels that we think are just absolutely perfect reads for October. And the reason why I think they're perfect reads for October is because they're not spooky or scary, but they still really fit into the theme of Halloween. So if you're the kind of person that really loves this time of year, like me, I love everything that goes on with October and the changing leaves and pumpkin and apple stuff everywhere and the smell in the air of like bonfires and it's just such a great time of year. So if you really want to get into that feeling and just embrace this season, but you don't want to be scared or spooked out too badly, these graphic novels are perfect for you. And really, not only are they perfect for this time of year, they're just fantastic graphic novels that are really great to read any time of year. But really, this time of year, most of all. So the first one I'd like to talk to you about is called Beetle and the Hollowbones by Aliza Layne. Beetle and the Hollowbones. Now, this graphic novel is not only one of my favorites to read this time of year, it's one of my favorite graphic novels, hands down, across the board, ever of all time. I love this graphic novel. So, the reason why I really like it is for a lot and more than just one reason. There's a lot of reasons. But first of all, when I'm going to find a new graphic novel in the library, and it's one that I haven't heard of before, I don't know the author, I'm just browsing through the graphic novel section, the first thing that I'm going to use to figure out what I want to read is the artwork, the cover, what it looks like, if it draws me in. And that is the first and foremost best part of this graphic novel. First of all, look at how cute this cover is. It's super adorable. I love the colors, and the colors are really just throughout this story absolutely beautiful. It's just a really gorgeously drawn, gorgeously illustrated and colored beautiful story. I mean, just look at how cool it looks. It's so good. And basically, this is a really cute story about a young goblin witch, whose name is Beetle, and her grandmother homeschools her, and she teaches her how to be a witch. Well, she's friends with this little ghost called Blob Ghost, who lives in the mall and is actually stuck there for some reason, can't leave the mall. In addition to that, she's got this friend named Cat Hollowbones, who is this basically skeleton girl who is also learning magic, but she goes to this prestigious school and is always bossed around by her really mean and nasty aunt. So the story is about Beetle coming into her own and learning her magic, but it's also about her trying to save her friend Blob Ghost because the mall is going to be torn down, and if that happens and Blob Ghost's home is destroyed, the ghost will be destroyed too. So it's her trying to solve this problem to get to save her friend, and it's also her trying to save her friend Cat from her mean aunt and teaching her how to stand up for herself and be more strong and assertive. So there's a lot of different things going on in this story. In the background, there's all these magical things. Like I said, there's ghosts, there's goblins, there's skeleton girls. There's just this overwhelming, beautiful sense of magic in this world, which I just absolutely love. Like, look at the title page. Just look at how cool and beautiful that is. And like I said, it's not scary at all. It's not even spooky, really. It's just a fun, cute, super adorable graphic novel that I highly recommend. If you're looking for something fun this time of year to get into, give this one a try. Beetle and the Hollowbones. The next one I'm super excited about because the first graphic novel I'm pretty sure I talked about before, but the second one in the series just came out. So I'm going to go over the new one and also a little bit of a recap of the old one as well. So the original book is called The OK Witch by Emma Steinkellner. And the second book, The OK Witch and the Hungry Shadow, just came out. You don't necessarily have to read the first one to get into the second one, but I would recommend it because it really establishes the characters and everything. So basically, this is the story of a girl named Moth who lives in her little town, and she gets kind of picked on at school. She doesn't have a lot of friends. One day, the bullying gets really harsh, and Moth discovers that she has magic that she didn't know about. She actually makes two of the bullies' mouths disappear. Wow. I can definitely think of a couple bullies that I would like that to happen to also. But, so she makes their mouths disappear, and she goes to her mom, and her mom reveals to her that she's actually descended from a long line of witches. and she kept it secret from her because she thought she wanted to live a normal life. But Moth now definitely has this magic. So she's in the first book, she's coming to grips with this new power and this heritage. She's got this grandmother and this secret witch world that she didn't even know anything about. There's a talking cat that is the most hilarious character ever. I absolutely love him. There's this mysterious diary. She has this new friendship at school that is really awesome. Fantastic book. In the second book, in The Hungry Shadow, this book really focuses more on the school aspect of the story and how Moth gets teased just relentlessly by these jerks at school. And she discovers this really secret, dangerous spell that will help turn you into a cool version of yourself. Like, so you can kind of like even see here in her shadow, this cool alternate version of yourself. But it's a very dangerous spell, and her friend doesn't want her to use it, but she's just getting teased mercilessly. So this book focuses more on Moth learning to stand up for herself, because she realizes, of course, that she doesn't need this magic to be true to herself. She doesn't need a cool version of herself because she's already fantastic. And she realizes this, and that is awesome. I love books, especially graphic novels, that deal a lot with people coming into their own and learning how amazing they are without having to change themselves. And this book is definitely like that. And also, this is another graphic novel where I just really adore the artwork. It's really down to earth and pretty, but also really cool as well. It's also colorful, not as wide of a palette, but it's still really awesome. And just a great overall story. Like I said, really empowering and very cool. So that is The OK Witch and The OK Witch and The Hungry Shadow. So I hope that these graphic novels sound really awesome to you. If so, please feel free to check them out from Farmington Community Library and let me know what you think of them. Thanks so much, and have a wonderful rest of the day.